Hello everyone, so I welcome you to this session on SAP BPC 10.0 NetWeaver system, and this is regarding configuring business process flows. So let me first introduce myself. My name is Somnath Ray. I'm a CPA with a diploma in IFRS. I'm also a SAP Certified Application Associate. So what are business process flows? So business process flows are actually step-by-step guidance throughout the consolidation process or throughout the planning process, and to ensure consistency and visibility within the process. And the key benefits derived from business process flows by configuring business process flows are that they help with coordination, and they have a web-based user interface with a launchpad which helps with status and tracking. It has guided navigation, it has email notifications, the steps can be reopened, and the steps are reviewed by higher authorities. It has a built-in monitor, and it is delivered with detailed reports. There is work status integration, there is real-time simulation in build mode, and the users can save workspaces during execution. Now all good things come with a cost, and the costs are that it has to be designed and configured, and it has to be maintained and supported by help desk, and also the users cannot actually be forced to use the business process flow. So this is a slide which discusses some key terms for the business process flow within the SAP BPC 10.0 NetWeaver system. So a process template. So a process template is basically a generic template for a process which lists all the activities required to complete a process. The activities are basically the steps uh, which a specific user has to perform. The activity regions are basically a space, or it is actually a region or a space with the list of steps that an activity is executed by. And a process instance is a repetition of a business process flow template that is in active use. Through the process monitor, users can monitor the instances of a template. A performer can complete or submit for approval the activities. A reviewer is someone who can approve or reject submitted activities. A workspace is basically a tab in the web interface with links to activities. A hyperlink in a workspace contains actions such as running or executing the data manager package, or reviewing a file or uploading a file. For this demo, I actually created the budgetary process, the business process flow associated with the budgetary process. And for that, I chose the planning model. And so these are the lists of dimensions. We have the category dimension, the account, the entity, the time, the reporting currency, and the product. And so this is the budgetary process. So the first step is to review the previous year actuals, and then we will execute the data manager package by which we will copy previous year's actuals to current year budget. Then we will submit it for approval to the higher authorities. The higher authorities will review it, and they may approve or reject it. So once it is approved, then we will review the current year budget, which is the next activity within the process, and we will submit it for approval to the higher authorities. So the higher authorities, once it approves it, then we have to finalize the budgetary process. So I'll go through all the process steps, but first we need to configure the business process flows, and I'll show you in the system how to configure the business process flows for this budgetary process. So let us go over into the system, and so let's log into the system first, and so the user password is incorrect, it says. So let's log into the system. So we are seeing the SAP BPC system, and so we are seeing the process template over here, and so these are the processes which we have configured before, and so basically we have to create this process. So let's give it a name. Let us I'll just copy and paste to save time. So create budget for demo. It's not going to take such a long name, that's what it says. So let's shorten the name, create budget for demo test. So let's give it like demo 1, and process description, budget process. Just copy and paste it to save time. So let's delete this budget process, and then we have to choose our model. So we have the planning model, and the dimensions, time is already selected, so I just need to select category, and then we have to select the users. So it's BPC user, and I'll just add it over onto the right hand side. So that is done. So now we go into the activities section, and we hit new. So it's asking for an activity name. So the first step is copy previous year's actuals. So just copy and paste it from here, and delete this, and the instruction is review and copy previous year's actuals. The driving dimension will be entity over here, and the members, we have to choose the dimension member. So I'll choose US, United States, and North America, I choose United States over here, and the performer, I'm choosing owner, require reviewer. So that's the higher authority who will approve or reject it. So let's choose something from here, say HIR, and I'll choose allow reopen, and I'll hit create, and I'll choose a hyperlink, add hyperlink, and for the hyperlink I'll choose actuals 2013, actual report 2013. So basically we are copying the actual numbers from the 2013 to 2014 budget, to prepare the 2014 budget. So that's why I chose actuals 2013. So let us description, asking, let's put the same description over here, and target action, Microsoft Excel. So it's a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, and open specific report, browse. So click on public over here, templates. So let us see over here, let us increase the size of the column so that we can see it. So I'll choose dynamic report with subtotals accounts Excel spreadsheet and hit OK. And then the planning model is chosen. The account will be net income. I choose net income, and then category will be actuals, because we are copying the actuals of last year in for the current year budget. So entity is United States, so we are choosing the entity over here, and North America, United States. Product, we'll choose all products, and reporting currency will be local currency. Let's choose local currency, and time will be 2013. So let's choose that. Let us hit OK. So everything is done over here. So let us validate this and let us save it. Okay. So let's create the next step, which is by hitting add over here, and so copy the actuals. So this step will be copying the actuals. Copy actual report 2013. So for this we have to execute a data manager package. So we have to choose a data manager package over here, and so we choose data manager, and then it will give a list of the choices. So run user package, actually it should be run specific package, run specific package. So we have to choose the package, and it is the copy package. So it's data management, so it will be under data management. So I choose copy, and the process chain, it's actually a copy process chain which will be selected, and so we have to choose the account over here. Account is net income. Category is actual. Entity will be North America. Entity will be United States, sorry. Product will be all product. Reporting currency will be local, so I'm choosing local currency, and the time is 2013, because we are copying 2013 actuals to create the budgetary report for 2014. So everything looks good, so let's validate it and let's save it. Okay, so that's done. Now, so that is done. So now we have to do the next activity over here. So let us go back and create a new activity, which is review uh, review current year budget. So review current year budget. I'm just copying and pasting to save time. Review current year budget, and I'll just copy and paste over here. The driving dimension will be entity. The member will be United States, because we are doing this for US. Okay, United States, and hit OK. And performer will be owner. Require reviewer will be, let's choose something like HIR. Allow reopen and hit create. Okay, so we have to create the hyperlink over here, and it will be review (2014) budget. So let's copy and paste the same thing over here. And target action will be Microsoft Excel, and open specific report. Click on browse, hit public, templates, and let's increase this column to see the name. So we will be choosing dynamic report with subtotals accounts. Hit OK, and account will be net income. Let's hit net income, and entity will be, category will be budget this time, because we are seeing the budget. We are actually reviewing this budget in this activity for the budgetary process. And entity is United States. Entity, let's choose United States. And product is all products, total product. And reporting currency is local currency. And time is 2014. So let's choose 2014. So that's done. So let's validate this, and let's save it. So we are done with this, and so let us close this off. So now we have to save it, and let us close it. So the process template has been created. So that is create budget for demo 1, and it is in draft mode. So we have to first validate this. Let us choose this one first and validate, refresh it first, and then validate it and deploy it. So it has been deployed. So let's go into process instance, and hit new over here. And so this is our process, create budget for demo 1, and these are the 2 activities. So hit next, select who will be able to finalize the instance. It will be BPC user, that's the user ID, and the category is budget, and time is 2014. So let's choose that. Let's hit next. So it's doing something. Let's see. It's doing something, and it's going on. So it's taking some time to configure everything, and it's still moving. And okay, there was a problem checking for the existence of the process internal server occurred. So let's not worry about this, and let's hit cancel and get out of this. So let us go back into the process template, and so let's hit the process instance again. So let's choose this, and it says suspended, so we have to change the assignment. And over here, so name is BPC user. Let's hit next, and we have to just change the performer and the reviewer names over here, and then it will be fine. So let's add the name of the performer, and let's do the same thing for change reviewer, and let's drag the BPC user onto the right hand side, and same thing for review current year budget, which is the second activity in the process. Change performer, BPC user, add it onto the right hand side, and change reviewer, BPC user, add it onto the right hand side, and it's done. So refresh it, select it, and refresh it. It's still showing as suspended. So let's see what is going on. Yeah, everything was done, and we have to start it actually. Yeah, it says it's running. So let us now go back into the activities section, and let us refresh it. So this is it says action required, so completion is 0 out of 2. So the two activities are reviewing and copying actuals for 2013, and the second activity is reviewing the current year budget. So we haven't started it, so let's choose this, and let's perform the first activity, which is copy previous year's actuals, and let us click on actual report 2013. So it's loading up, and okay, so this is how it looks. So let us refresh it, EPM, and refresh this worksheet. So it's refreshing actually. So we are actually reviewing the 2013 actuals. Now the actual numbers cannot be changed, so we cannot key in anything over here, and so it's basically a simulation. So we are seeing a blank screen over here, so like without any data, because it's an actual, it's a simulation. And so we chose net income and actuals, and the entity we chose US. The total products are over here. We chose the local currency. The year we chose 2013, and so this is what we see over here. So we have finished reviewing this. So let's move over to the next step in this activity, which is copy actual report. So this is going to execute a data manager package by which it's going to copy the actual report for 2013 to complete the 2014 budget. So the actual report for 2013 with the actual numbers inside it will be copied over to the 2014 budget. So let's execute that, and it's executing actually. As we see over here, it's loading up, and connection in progress. So these are the steps which needs to be done. Hit next and select whether to run default logic for stored values after copying. Hit next. No, do not check work status settings, so let's choose that. Hit next. So it's asking us to configure the account. So this will be net income. So this is the actual and this is the budget, and so this is the source, which are the actual dimensions, which will be copied over to the dimensions for the destination, which is the budget. So let's choose net income over here. Category is actual, and this will be budget over here, and the entity is US. Let's choose US, and we have to choose US over here. And so product, we'll choose all products, so that's total products, and we will choose total products for budget as well. Reporting currency will be local currency. We'll choose local currency, and this will be local currency for budget as well, and time will be 2013 for actuals and 2014 for budget, because we are copying the 2013 actual numbers to the 2014 budget to create the 2014 budget. So that's why we have to choose 2014 for budget. So everything looks good. So let's hit finish, and so let's view the status over here. View the status over here, and it successfully ran the data manager package. It executed the data manager package successfully, and so we can view the detail over here. So this is what it did. So everything ran nicely. So that's done. So these two activities are done, so we can submit this for approval. So let's go over into the, let's close this out. So let us Now go into the process template, sorry, process instance over here. Okay, so we are seeing the two activities. So copy previous year's actuals have been submitted for approval, and it says action required to review. So let's click on this drop down arrow for action, and let us first select it and hit and approve it. So we can either approve or reject it. Like the higher authority can either approve it or reject it after it has been submitted for approval. So let us approve it, so that we can move over to the next activity. So this activity has been completed, it says. So let's move on to the review current year budget and select this and hit open. Okay, so let's review 2014 budget. Let's click on that, and it's loading. Connection in progress, it says. Okay, so let's refresh this screen. EPM refresh worksheet. Something is going on. The hourglass is on and it's refreshing. So we see the 2014 budget over here, 2014 Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and all the numbers from 2013 has been copied over to 2014. Since 2013, since it was a simulation exercise, the 2013 template has had all cells were in blank, so we are seeing all blanks over here, and it says budget, US, entity is US, total product, local currency 2014 total. So it seems okay, and we have reviewed it, so we have completed this activity. So let's hit submit for approval, and we have submitted this. And so let's go back into the process template over here, and so we are in the activities section. So we are seeing that it has to be reviewed, and it has been submitted for review. And so let's choose this and let's hit actions over here. So the higher authority can either approve or reject it. So let's choose approve. So these two activities have been completed, and so let us go into the process monitor over here. So it says create budget for demo 1 process, waiting for finalization. So so let us finalize it. So let us finalize it by hitting finalize. So it has been completed. So we have successfully completed the budgetary process. So let us go back into the PowerPoint template, and over here, and so we have performed review previous year's actuals, so we can give it a green, and we have copied the previous year's actuals to current year budget by executing data manager package, so we can color it green. So we have completed that. We have submitted this activity for approval, so and this activity has been approved, so we can color these steps as green. We have reviewed current year budget, so we can give it a green coloring. So submitted for approval has been done and it has been approved. And lastly, we also finalized it, so we can color code it as green. And so we have actually completed the budgetary process, so we can color code it. So everything has been completed, and so thank you very much for watching this video. And if you have any questions, you can email me at cpahana@outlook.com. So thank you very much again, and see you soon in the next video.